So this is a circle. It's a circle of radius 3. And an object is going around in a circle. And when x equals 2, so that would be approximately right here, when x equals 2, then dx dt, which means the velocity to either to the left or to the right. So this, so first of all, the x-axis goes left and right, so positive to the right, negative to the left. So this means it's moving to the left. So if the object was right here and it's moving to the left, it must be going this direction. It's going counterclockwise. Then find dy dt. So dy dt means when it moved, it's going to the left, but it's also going up. So how fast is it going up if you know it's moving to the left at -10 meters per second? Well, that means that we need to find dy dt, so we need to take the derivative. So the derivative of x squared is going to be 2x. And now take the derivative of x with respect to t. So quite often, we would just say the derivative of that is 2x and be done with it. But that's when the bottom says dx. When the bottom says dx and you take the derivative of x, that's just a 1. So I'd be multiplying by 1 right here. But because it says dt on the bottom, when I take the derivative of x, that is not equal to 1. Okay, then back to this part. Take the derivative of y squared, so that's going to be 2y times dy dt. And on the right side, the derivative of 9 is 0. And now solve for dy dt. So I could take this term and subtract it or move it to the right side. So it's going to become negative 2x dx dt. And then we just need to divide both sides by 2y. So on the left, we have dy dt equals, and then there's going to be negative 2x times dx dt, and then divide both sides by 2y. Now I could simplify a little bit by having these 2's cancel. And it says that x equals 2, so I could plug that in right there. It says dx dt equals -10, so I could plug that in right there. The only problem is I don't know what to plug in for y. So then what I need to do is over here on the side do a little bit of algebra. And if the original equation is x squared plus y squared equals 9, and we know that x equals 2, you could plug that in, and then we could solve for y. So this is going to be 4, subtract from both sides. So 9 minus 4 is going to be 5. And usually when you take square root, you would do plus or minus, but I was specifically meaning to talk about this point right here where y is positive. So just use the positive square root of 5. So dy dt is going to equal negative, from that negative right there, and then plug in a 2 for x, plug in a -10 from this for the dx dt, and for y, it's going to be the square root of 5. So this is going to be a positive 20 divided by the square root of 5. A positive 20 divided by the square root of 5 is 8.944. So a positive 8.944, and the units would be in meters per second. So positive means that it's going up. So it's going to the left and it's going up.